The screen glows blue against your face at 2 in the morning. The comment is there. Again. It mocks you. It strips away whatever confidence you thought you had built during the day. Your chest tightens. Your thumb hovers over the refresh button, waiting for another blow, waiting to be told who you are by strangers who will never meet your eyes. You feel small, you feel exposed, and you cannot look away. This is not about focus. This is about survival. You think you are losing your attention span because the world is too loud, but that is a lie. You tell yourself to feel safe. The real tension is deeper. It is the craving for external validation, the desperate need to be measured by likes and shares rather than by your own conscience. You are not distracted. You are addicted to the approval of ghosts, and you have handed them your time. Epictetus was a slave with a broken leg. He lived in chains while others walked free. When his masters tried to break him, they grabbed his neck and twisted it hard enough to dislocate his shoulder. The pain was sharp, immediate, and physical. He could have screamed. He could have begged. Instead, he held on to one thought. They can hurt my body, but they cannot touch my mind unless I let them. He did not ignore the pain. He acknowledged it. Then he refused to give it power over his judgment. That is the foundation of everything that follows. Your mind is a fortress. No comment, no like count, no hate mail can enter unless you open the gate and invite them in. You are opening the gate every time you check your phone after reading something harsh. You are inviting chaos into your inner citadel. Stop it. Close the door. You want to know how to focus? Start by accepting that attention is violence against distraction. Marcus Aurelius woke up before dawn on cold military campaigns, surrounded by mud and noise, ready to do a job he hated. He did not find inspiration. He found duty. He told himself that if he was going to suffer through the work, he would do it with such precision and integrity that no one could say otherwise. He committed to doing it better than anyone before or since, not for praise, not for views, but because excellence is its own reward. When you sit down to study, or write, or create, do not ask if it feels good. Do not wait for motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are weather. They change. Duty is climate. It stays. If you are torn apart by the noise of the internet, your response is not to log off forever in frustration. Your response is to turn that frustration into fuel. You focus because focusing is an act of defiance against the chaos that wants to consume you. But there is a trap here. We think we have time. We think we can worry later. Seneca wrote letters urging his friend Lucilius to tell himself at night, before sleep took him, that he might not wake up. It sounds grim. It is meant to be. He wanted Lucilius to strip away the weight of procrastination by reminding him of the fragility of life. Epictetus advised students to keep death and exile in their minds daily to prevent base thoughts and excessive desire. This is not morbid. It is clarifying. When you realize that your time is finite, every second spent scrolling through arguments with strangers becomes a theft from your own life. You do not have infinite chances to get this right. You do not have endless days to build the mind you want. The comment section will always be there. Your life will not. Use this truth to cut through the paralysis. If today was the last day, would you still care about that insult? Or would you care about finishing the chapter, writing the code, building the skill? Focus is not a trick. It is a prioritization of what matters when time runs out. Let us be clear. Research from Stoic Week shows that practicing these principles leads to measurable gains in well-being and focus. Not because they are magic, but because they rewire how you relate to reality. You cannot control the comments. You cannot control the algorithm. You cannot control whether someone decides to hate your work. These things are outside of you. To try to manage them is to invite madness. But you can control where your eyes look. You can control when you put the phone down. You can control whether you respond with anger or silence. The dichotomy of control is not a suggestion, it is a boundary. Stay on your side of it. Let the rest burn if it must. You feel torn because you are trying to hold two things at once: the desire for validation and the need for integrity. You cannot have both. Validation requires you to perform. Integrity requires you to be real. When you chase validation, you lose focus because your attention is scattered across 1,000 different audiences, all demanding something different. When you choose integrity, your attention narrows, it sharpens. There is only one task, the one in front of you, the one that builds character, the one that does not care if anyone sees it. I know the urge to check is strong. I know the fear that you are invisible. But invisibility is freedom. Anonymity is protection. Use it. Turn off the notifications. Not as a punishment, but as a shield. When you feel the pull of anxiety, when your heart races at the thought of what people might say, breathe. Acknowledge the feeling. Then return to the work. This is how you build resilience. This is how you build focus. Not by fighting the noise, but by refusing to listen to it. The screen glows blue against your face at 2 in the morning.